Hello guys and welcome back to the Fantasy Football series. This is my Game Week 9 review, going over what went well for me this week and what went well for other teams and whatever. And this week, oh my god, we hit it off. I just had to wait for this to come up on my screen for ages. It didn't come up, I thought, oh, it's not going to come this time. Still comes up, I need to sort it out. What a week we have had. The wildcard has hit off so nice. Unbelievable, honestly. Obviously a wildcard's not for 1 week, it's for a continuous weeks, but it's a massive green arrow this week. 107 points, 29,000th in the world this game week. Everyone chipped in with points this week, apart from Odegaard. Odegaard was the only blanker in the team, and he was the only person that I was a bit worried about, the only person that I wasn't guaranteed on. I did want Saka in the team, but Saka was not guaranteed to start. He had a slight knock and a hamstring injury. I was just like, alright, it's not worth risking him not playing. And he didn't get an assist, yeah, which is quite annoying. If we go to the Arsenal game down here, he would have got 5 points, which, you know, it's not going to set the world on fire, but it would have took me over that to 110 points, which would be a bit nicer. But what a week we've had, honestly. Let's go through it. Flecken keeping a clean sheet, as I said, you know, he had a nice fixture there. I believed in him, and as he's got a good rotation with Areola, that's why he's in the team. Dalot doing better than I thought he could. I was expecting a clean sheet off Dalot, but a goal instead, and then the 3 bonus points, because it was a mint goal as well. I loved it, yeah. Trippier getting a clean sheet and an assist in that 4-0 win against Palace, meaning he got 10 points. Lovely to see. And Porro keeping a clean sheet tonight, great. Mint performance from all the defence there. Maddison getting 9 points thanks to a goal and a bonus point. Neto not getting any bonus, but getting an assist, as he's been doing for the past weeks. He's been getting involved in goals every game, and that's why I brought him into the team. So how many players are new to my team? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 new players to the team, and obviously the best one was one that was on the team, and that was Salah, who had a crazy good week. 2 goals in a pretty abysmal performance from him, really. Probably should have done better, but the 2 goals at the end glorified his performance. It wasn't that great. However, not having Haaland in my team has actually paid off this week, because my attacker got more points than him, so I couldn't have picked a better attack this week. Alvarez, Watkins, I was like, well, I could have had Chris Wood, but I'm not going to have Chris Wood, am I? If you look at the team of the week, Alisson Becker, who was in my original draft, but 5.5 mil is not enough, especially when it's only 2 more points than what Flecken got me. Dalot and Trippier in the team. Could have gone with Romero, but I think you know, Porro probably deserved the bonus more. Porro felt like he got more involved. Romero got forward a lot, but Porro's chances felt better to me. Jacob Murphy is a player that I'm not going to have in my team. He can play as well as he wants. Not going to have my team. Douglas Luiz was actually in the original draft as well, just because he's been taking penalties, and this week 2 goals. Shows why he should be in teams, but yeah. And Buemo actually performing for a week. Once again, people having the team, I was not looking at him. I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for these tricks that these players play on me. But Watkins, what a man. He is the man on form right now. He's the man that people need to have in the teams. I had him in my original team at the start of the year, and I took him out here after this Liverpool game, and he started to pick up form really well. And I had to get him back into the team. I was wrong to take him out. But let's go back onto the points. As I said, the only players on my actual team that give me worry was Odegaard. I feel like I've fallen for a trick here. But the other player that I've also feel like I've fallen for a trick was Matoma. Because when Matoma didn't do anything this week, and when I looked at it, Matoma, I said this at the start of the year, and I've managed to gaslight myself into thinking that Matoma would be a good choice for FPL. Matoma's not a good choice for FPL. I said this in my very first video talking about FPL, of Matoma's not a good choice because he's not consistent. Look at this. He got 2 goals against Bournemouth, he got a goal and assist against Wolves, and then he got an assist against Newcastle, and he assisted the first game. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blanks so far this year. And you got all the tough games though. I don't care. I don't care if it's tough games. 6 blanks. 1, 2. Yeah, 5 blanks. It's just not good enough. My 2 changes, but I can make changes next. I'm going to make changes this week. There's no point making changes this week. The team played well. Unless I get any injuries during the week, I'm probably going to keep this team how it is. Obviously change a few players from the bench around and mess around with who's playing who, but I don't need to make any transfers out. I've made this team so it's a nice team until about game week 19. There's some changes that I want to make throughout it, but nothing major that it's like, oh, I need to get on that right away. I've got my escape routes, like how do I get Haaland in the team if I need to get Haaland in the team. But right now I don't want Haaland in the team. All the strikers who are cheaper options, and I can have 3 of them, are all performing better. The points that I'm getting from having a spread amount of money is better than the points that I'd be getting from just Haaland alone. So it's just not worth it. Especially like, you know, this week Salah absolutely dragged me through my captaincy work. 32 points for him. It's a brilliant week, really. But let's go on to the main talk of the video and who played well in what games. I think Luis Diaz had a great game. Honestly, my escape route for Haaland would be to drop Salah for Diaz and bring in Haaland for Alvarez, and I think that's a good rotation to have. That's a good swap out. It means I'm not focusing too much on one team or another, and it means I'm getting a good replacement for Salah in Luis Diaz. So if Liverpool's still playing well, I'm still going to get points because Luis Diaz runs the show right now. Like, he was a menace. Probably should have had another penalty as well. I thought it was really harsh to get a penalty against Patterson, but he earned the penalty against Keane when his arms like that, and everyone's like, why is he doing that? I know, because you can't handball it like that. Solanke and Neto both get involved in goals as well. Cunha is a little, maybe a bit of an underdog, I guess. He's had a few chances now. He gets involved a lot in the play, which is always good for a striker. But yeah, Wolves are playing quite well. Bournemouth running 3 points, so me having Solanke might not be the best right now, but it paid off this week. Brentford against Burnley and Buemo Vissa both getting involved in a goal and an assist, but it's against Burnley. I'm not falling for these tricks because who is Brentford's next game against? Fixtures, look, you get Chelsea and you got West Ham, Liverpool, Arsenal. It's not worth having your team because those games are some tough games. Maybe get them in around this Luton, you know, Brighton probably still a tough game, Sheffield, Villa still a tough game, and then no game in game week 18. You can see why I've not got any Brentford players apart from Flecken in my team, who does rotate well with Areola. Is a keeper, it doesn't need to be focused that much. Haaland obviously scoring, but only getting 8 points. I see 2 of my strikers doing better than that, Alvarez and Watkins. Obviously Solanke got 1 less point, but Solanke's also like 8 mil cheaper, so Solanke can do what he wants, mate. As long as he's scoring, I'm happy with it. Ansu Fati getting another goal in only 25 minutes as well. It's one of them, when he starts getting game time, these Brighton players will be really good at investing into. That's why I've got Matoma in for now, because the fixtures are looking nice and I feel like I need to have Brighton players in because Brighton play well. But Gordon is kind of catching my eye right now. He's been playing well. The reason he missed this game was because of the birth of his child, so in reality he's a very good option. Just this Arsenal game here is making me a bit I don't know. Don't want too many Newcastle players in the team because Wilson is also looking like a nice option. Chris Wood getting 2 goals and Elanga 2 assists. The only thing that screws out to me there is Elanga. Chris Wood doesn't come out to me. Elanga though on 9 points for the game week. But once again, the fixtures aren't looking that nice. Chelsea versus Arsenal. Once again, Saka, as I said, Saka is the man really for Arsenal. The only reason I didn't have him in was because he had a slight knock, and if he didn't have that slight knock warning on him, I would have got him in. I would have been benefited off that assist, as I said. But probably next week, maybe not next week. I don't know. After this, maybe after this Newcastle game is when I'll get him into the team. He's got Burnley, Brentford, Wolves, Luton. That's a nice little run for him to be in my team. But Palmer has also kind of caught my eye. Been involved in the goals for the past 3 games now. Now he's started to actually starting the games. He's got a bit more confidence in him. However, it's a really, really tough run of fixtures. So maybe around game week 16 is when I'll go, oh, you know what, maybe even game week 14. We'll see how he does in the next 4 games and go, maybe for the United game. I probably won it after the United game because I'm not going to start him against United. But that's a really nice run from game week 16 onwards until 21. It's a nice run to get any Chelsea players in, really. That's why there's none of my team right now, because that fixture run looked awful. McTominay on the goals again. That's 3 goals for the year. People are going, oh, McTominay's 3 goals for the year. He's top goal scorer. He's got 3 goals in 2 games. Yeah, of course. Like, our other goal scorers will come good soon. Just not yet. We've got to wait. I have faith in Haaland. He's mint, honestly. Douglas Luiz, as I said, but I think the person that caught my eye most from this game was probably Jared Bowen. Obviously, Watkins really caught my eye as players in the team. He's the man of the moment. But when looking at players to get my team, Jared Bowen's really catching my eye, especially if we're replacing Matoma, because I feel like I've fallen for a trick with Matoma. Bowen's good for that. His points are spread out and they don't just come into that 1 week. I want points that are spread out. I don't want points in 1 week and I kind of miss out on it or whatever, and I don't put my faith all into it. I want the, if you're gonna get me 20 points over the space of 4 weeks, I'd like it to be 4 points, 4 points, 4 points, 4 points, not 15 points, 1 point, 2 point, 1 point. If you understand that, that's like, that feels better because it's spread out. It's doing me well in each of a game week, and it's helping me in each game week rather than just being in one game week. I'm like, all right, yeah, sure, mate. Get lost. You've been doing a team in ages now. And then on to Spurs, which is tonight. Obviously, Maddison and Son catching out. But Richarlison, you know, being out on the wing now, he's been getting a lot more assists. He could be very tempted to get, but Son, what's he on now? 7 goals, 1 assist for the season. That striker role is really doing him well. But I just like Maddison in my team for now. This is a team that I'm happy with. Let's have a look at what the teams look like for next week. If you want to pick a team, look, Areola against Everton, Pau Torres against Luton. Pau Torres is probably one of them other players that I might think about upgrading to a cash because I prefer a fullback over centre back. Trippier against Wolves, good fixture. Slavery against Sheffield United, that's a good fixture for all my defence there. Neto on form, playing against Newcastle, tough game, but I'm able to do something. Maddison against Palace, once again, that's probably a tough one to call. Odegaard against Sheffield, I might swap it out. I might swap it out for Saka this week, but I don't want to make changes in this week. This is a week where I cannot make changes. Salah against Forest, nice fixture for him. Matoma against Fulham should be a very nice fixture for him. Slanky versus Burnley, nice fixture. Watkins versus Luton, very nice fixture. Flecking on the bench against Chelsea, yeah, Chelsea been scoring goals now. I don't want to really risk Flecking against that. Areola's a better option there. Pedro Porro against Crystal Palace. You know, he could start, but at the same time, I think these 3 defenders have a better chance of clean sheets or getting involved in goals than Porro does for this game week. Dallo, I'm not taking the risk. I'm not taking the risk in the derby. And I might take it because I'm biased, but you know, got to stay biased sometimes. And Alvarez is last on the bench because it's a derby. He can score 4 goals. I'll be happy putting him last on my bench. I might take him on a team for the week. But yeah, that is the review for the week, guys. I'll be back with my game week preview, which will be a lot shorter than usual. But thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.